a whiskey-soaked living room in Worcester County, Maryland. Welcome to Sunday Songs. Not only Sunday Songs, but a Father's Day edition of Sunday Songs. Thank you for being here. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you guys had a great week. I'm glad that you're all here. I'm going to start. Please throw down in the comments really quick whether you can hear me, if the sound is all right now, because I'm in a different place. I've set my gear up in a different location. I want to make sure that it's sounding okay before everything gets started. If you've never been to Sunday Songs before, thanks for giving it a shot. Thanks for listening to whatever strange friend recommended this gig to you. I really appreciate it. If you've been to every one of the last 51 Sunday Songs, I really appreciate you. What's going to happen tonight is I'm going to play some of my own tunes. I think tonight I'm going to play a lot of songs that are inspired by fathers, inspired by dads. Then normally I do a piece over at the piano. That's not going to happen tonight because we're on a remote location. Then I read some poetry. Then I take some requests and some questions from you guys in the live chat. So that's how it's going to go down. I'm going to play some songs about dads in a second. Okay, so everyone's saying that video's a little jumpy. Audio is sounding fine, though. That's what it's going to be tonight because we're in a remote location. Internet's going to be a little bit different, but as long as the sound is all right, we'll be good to go. This is a song off a record called The Flood in Color. Clap a lightning, I awaken to a foot of water standing in my basement. Started rising, it took me under. The flood is coming. This is not history in black and white now. In a perfect storm there isn't any high ground. The end is childhood, the end is summer, the flood in color. They tried to warn me, I wouldn't listen. And now all at once I'm drowning in my kitchen. My legs are broken from treading water. The flood is coming, the flood is coming. I tried to bargain, I tried to reason, but the sky was deaf, the rain was never ceasing. It's not some cheap bed, but I can cover the flood in color, the flood in color. Listen close now, I was dead wrong to think that things could work themselves out in the long run. Pay attention, heed the thunder, the flood is coming, the flood in color. Thank you very much. Let's see if I have some people texting me about the show to tell me how it sounds or doesn't sound. My mom texted me and said, "Did I just hear your daughter in the background?" Yes, you did. We're not in some perfectly soundproofed, water damaged basement right now. We're doing a remote Sunday Songs tonight, so there might be a few children squealing in the background. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to roll tonight. I'm going to do some songs about fathers tonight. I think I dug up every song of mine that has a reference to a father in it that I'm going to try to play, and then I'm going to play a couple songs by artists that I love who have songs by people like me about fathers. This would probably be the most recognizable song about a father that I've written. When the party starts on Monday and Christmas starts in June, when no one minds, I just arrived and I'll be leaving soon. If I return with eyes half open, don't ask me where I was. I do my father's drugs. When every revolution is sponsored by the state, there's no bravery in bayonets, in tearing down the gates. If you see me with a rifle, don't ask me what it's for. I fight my father's wars. When hunger strikes a fashion and freedom is routine, when all the streets in Cleveland are named for Martin Luther King, you will see me at the protest, but you'll notice that I drink. I burn my father's flag. Christmas starts in June. When no one minds, I just arrived and I'll be leaving soon. If I return with eyes half open, don't ask me where I was. I do my father's drugs. I do my father's drugs. Father's drugs on Father's Day. Let's see where you guys are watching from. Michael's watching from Delaware. Happy Father's Day from Delaware. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Bob is tuning in from Chanhassen, Minnesota. I think you're our first viewer from Chanhassen. Bob, thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate it. Here's another first. Frank has watched our show before, but I think it's never been from Nevada City, California. Thanks for tuning in, Frank. I appreciate you. Happy Father's Day. Oh, look at this. Feliz Padres Dia, Joe, and mi amigos, checking in from Provincia de... Wow, checking in from Costa Rica. Jason, thank you. One of our most regular viewers checking in from vacation. I'm on vacation too, man. This is great. This is great. Mama Mary says, perfect Sunday. My grandson won his Little League All-Star game, lost another tooth, and old JP is on for Father's Day. But did you guys really think I wouldn't make it here for Father's Day? Of course I was going to. I haven't missed a show in a year. Of course I was going to be here, man. Let's see here. put this on the screen as well as usual. Okay, I'm going to play, like I said, I'm going to try to play all the songs I have that are about fathers. You can keep on putting down in the comments where you're watching from tonight. I always love seeing where everyone's watching from. This is one from The Flood in Color as well that mentions a father. I don't know if this song is about a father. It's probably not. It's got a father in it, so let's play it for Father's Day. What do you say? I woke up after breakfast. I left her bedroom late. The streets were filled with strangers, half expecting a parade. I never saw it coming as the first applause began. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Silver on my fingers, sugar on my tongue. My father stood behind me and he asked what I'd become. I said I'll speak a language that you'll never understand. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Blues came down, blues came down. They said that truth and justice must be their own reward. I grew rich pretending while the honest all went poor. Don't you play dumb about it when you're on that witness stand. While the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Yeah, the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep on tossing in there where you guys are watching the show from tonight. I always love to see it. I mean, Jason Harper dropping in from Costa Rica. My God. My God, one of the deepest moves by our Sunday Songs regulars to do it from a different location. Mandy's checking in from Cypress, Texas. How you doing, Mandy? Thanks for coming out tonight. I appreciate you. All right. Andy's watching from Columbia, South Carolina after driving in from Western Mass. Thanks for tuning in, even though you had a day of travel, brother. Cynthia's watching from Cincinnati. I don't know what this comment is. Robert says, my wife and 3 kids are all out of town for a week. Just me and dog. Boring. I don't know, man. That sounds pretty good. If you got 3 kids, having them out of town for a week, that sounds like a party to me, Robert. I don't know, man. Here's another tune I have. Again, I don't know that this one is about a father, but there's a father in it. So that counts for Father's Day, right? I can play this tune tonight. This one's also off The Flood in Color. Out of tune. Not going to do it. Too old to play something out of tune. I'll tell you that. It was the E string. Don't worry, guys. It was the E string. I found it.
We found you in the street with a list of all our names. There were stars beside the strongest and the weakest. They cut you quite a deal, almost too good to refuse. But some of us don't just worship what's convenient. We thought that our distance was safe, but wickedness can travel. You are not fragile. You are not fragile. You are not fragile. And your father, rest his soul, the finest man I ever knew, spoke a truth that was clean as an island. They gave him every chance to meet the party line, but he shattered their windows with his silence. So they took him out back in the rain, and they made him an example. You are not fragile. You are not fragile. You are not fragile. Now they're rounding up the boys in the nation off to war, and they left behind the two-faced and the useless. On the first of every month, neighbors gather on our lawn, and we dance for their mercy like we're minstrels. They dug up the headstones last night and broke them into gravel. You are not fragile. 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 You are not fragile.
That one had a father in it, right? I'm free to play that one tonight. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I hope you were weighted on hand and foot today, my friends. Oh, that's right. We're going to have another contest tonight. Check my email again. Yes, we have another sponsored giveaway tonight. I'm remembering now, by our friends in Philadelphia. Let's see if I can find the exact name of who's giving away a record tonight. It's in my email here. Yes, here it is. Martin Lambert. Martin Lambert is giving away a free record tonight. One of our viewers, this happened last week, one of our viewers offered to pay some money to have records given to Sunday Songs listeners. And we gave away 3 records last week. They all got mailed out. And one of the people who had a record mailed to him, Martin Lambert, he offered to pay it forward. So he sent me some money for another record. So we're going to have a giveaway later tonight after Soft Boy Poem Corner for another vinyl record for a listener who doesn't have one, which is great. All right, I'm going to play. I got a couple covers ready for tonight that are kind of Father's Day centric. This one's by my dearly departed friend, Justin Towns Earl. And the song is called Mama's Eyes, so I guess it mainly has to do with mom, but there's a lot of dad. There's a lot of dad in this song, so it works for Father's Day. When I used to tour with Justin, this was one of my favorite songs to listen to when we were on the road. I'm sure many of you have heard this song before, but if you haven't, go look it up. It's fantastic.
high. I'll be the first to admit I never tried. It hurts, but it should hurt sometimes. We don't see eye to eye. I first felt the pleasure in the feeling of a sin. And I went down the same road as my old man, but I was younger then. Now it's 3 a.m. and I'm standing in the kitchen holding my last cigarette. Strike a match and I see my reflection in the mirror in the hall, and I say to myself, I got my mama's eyes, her long thin frame and her smile, and I still see wrong from right. 'Cause I got my mama's eyes. Yeah, I got my mama's eyes.
Raise one up for Justin Towns, if you got one in your hand. Maybe that one would be a little bit more appropriate for Mother's Day. I'll probably play it for Mother's Day next year, but I don't know. I was just thinking about Justin this week, and I was thinking about songs I played today, and there's a lot of dad in that song too. So here's one. One of my favorite songs about dads is actually about a grandpa, and this is from the dearly departed John Prine. I think this is off the album Diamonds in the Rough. All of John Prine's albums are great, but the one that towers above all of them is the debut, the self-titled one, John Prine, where he's sitting on that hay bale. For my money, the second one after that is John Prine, Diamonds in the Rough. I love that record. I believe this song is off Diamonds in the Rough, and it's called Grandpa Was a Carpenter. Forgive me, I'm trying to do this one entirely from memory. I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Grandpa wore a suit to dinner nearly every day. No particular reason, he just dressed that way. Brown necktie, matching vest, both his wingtip shoes. Built a closet on the back porch, put a penny in a burned out fuse. Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was a level on the level, shaved even every door. Voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. Well, he used to sing me blood on the saddle, rock me on his knee, let me listen to the radio before we had TV. Well, he went to church on Sundays, and he took me with him too. Stained glass in every window, hearing aids in every pew. Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was a level on the level, shaved even every door. Voted for Eisenhower, 'cause Lincoln won the war. Well, my grandma was a teacher, went to school in Bowling Green, traded in her English books for a Singer sewing machine. Yeah, she called her husband Mister, and she walked real tall in pride. Used to buy me comic books after Grandpa died. Grandpa was a carpenter, he built houses, stores, and banks. Chain smoked Camel cigarettes, hammered nails and planks. He was a level on the level, shaved even every door. Voted for our work 'cause Lincoln won the war.
For Brian, if you got one right now, I'll tell you that. I will. I'm on vacation. I can have a little wine during Sunday songs if I'm on vacation, can't I? God bless America. All right, I'm going to play one more song of my own that has a dad in it, and then we'll do. I got 2 poems for Soft Boy Poem Corner tonight because we're going to go deep, both about dads, and we'll take some requests. Let's see where you guys are at. Mama Mary says her grandpa was a carpenter and chain smoked Camels. Well, there you go. Emily says, can't believe we lost both Brian and Justin Towns in the same year. Neither can I, for that matter. Oh, I really can't. I really can't. Tanya says she's singing along. Thank you. Dallas was thanking Phil for the incoming album. Dallas got the album from Phil that Phil sponsored last week. Thanks again, Phil. I do appreciate you. Don't forget some of us had a real bad childhood, and my father was a complete bastard, Joe Puck. Well, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I really am. And there's plenty of songs about fathers that didn't work out, man. You know, I'm sorry. That's a tough thing. That's a tough thing. Let's see. All right, I'm going to do one more. Oh, Kevin wants Angel from Montgomery by Prine. I wish I could give that one to you. I don't know it off the top of my head. I should learn it. Oh, Mama Mary's saying, do you know My Old Man by Steve Goodman? You know, I listened to that song this week, considering doing it for the show, and on from it. Oh, man. Looks like we're having some trouble with the internet. That's not great. I hope I'm still streaming to you right now. All right, well, I'm going to give you this one here. This is another song of mine. Maybe it's about a dad, maybe it isn't. There's certainly a dad in it. Here we go.
And I've come to know the wish list of my father. I've come to know the shipwrecks when he wished. I've come to wish aloud among the overdressed crowd. Come to witness now the sinking of the ship, throwing pennies from the seatop next to it. And I've come to roam the forest past the village with a dozen lazy horses in my cart. I've come here to get high, to do more than just get by. I've come to test the timber of my heart. Well, I've come to test the timber of my heart. And I have come to be untroubled in my seeking. And I have come to see the nothingness for naught. I've come to reach out blind, to reach forward and behind. For the more I seek, the more I'm sought. Yeah, the more I seek, the more I'm sought. And I've come to meet the sheriff and his posse, to offer him the broadside of my jaw. I've come here to get broke, and then maybe bum a smoke. We'll go drinking 2 towns over after all. We'll go drinking 2 towns over after all. And I've come to meet the legendary takers. I've only come to ask them for a lot. But they say I've come with less than I should rightfully possess. I say the more I buy, the more I'm bought. And the more I'm bought, the less I cost. I have come to take their servants and their surplus. I have come to take their raincoats and their speed. I've come to get my fill, to ransack and spill. I've come to trade the harvest for the seed. Oh, I've come to trade the harvest for the seed. And I've come to know the manger that you sleep in. I have come to be the stranger that you keep. I've come from down the road, and my footsteps never slowed. Before we met, I knew we'd meet. Oh, before we met, I knew we'd meet. And I've come here to ignore your cries and heartaches. I've come to closely listen to you sing. I've come here to insist that I leave here with a kiss. I've come to say exactly what I mean. And I mean so many things. And you've come to know me stubborn as a butcher. And you've come to know me thankless as a guest. Will you recognize my face when God's awful grace strips me of my jacket and my vest and reveals all the treasure in my chest?
Thank you. I think that's about all the songs about fathers that I've got for you tonight. But let's do a soft boy poem corner. And if you want to toss down in the comments some requests that you'd like to hear, I'd be more than happy to play as many as I can. Now it's time for America's favorite time to cry. We have 2 entries tonight for Soft Boy Poem Corner because one of them was recommended to me by my mom, which is a great poem, but I think I've already read it on Sunday Songs. So this is a great poem about fathers and fatherhood. And then we're going to read another one that's a new one. I'm pretty obsessed with being able to do at least one new poem on Sunday Songs every week. So we'll do 2 tonight. This is a first for Sunday Songs. So this one is from my mom. She recommended it. It's a wonderful poem. It's called Those Winter Sundays. Sundays, too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue-black cold. Then, with cracked hands that ached from labor in the weekday weather, made banked fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold splintering breaking. When the rooms were warm, he'd call, and slowly I would rise and dress, fearing the chronic angers of that house, speaking indifferently to him who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well. What did I know? What did I know of love's austere and lonely offices? Beautiful poem by Robert Hayden. Thanks for the recommendation, Mom. I appreciate that. And here's another that I had found for today that I thought was, this is more of an old school kind of classically written poem, but I thought it was nice for today. This poem is by Will Allen Dromgoole, titled The Bridge Builder. An old man going on a lone highway came at the very evening, cold and gray, to a chasm vast and deep and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him, but he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you are wasting your strength with building here. Your journey will end with the ending day. You never again will pass this way. You've crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at evening tide? The builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in the path I have come, he said. There followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been as naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him. And that is certainly what it feels like to be a parent sometimes. I will tell you that. As many of you know, too, I'm sure you've got kids out there. All right, what songs do you guys want to hear tonight? Let me jump into the comments and see what you want to hear. Okay, so Ribeiro Nato says, Nation of Heat is a twin of Hymn 101 in my book. Love them one after another. You got it, man. That sounds like a perfect song to play right now.
Across from the prison and beside the Great Lake, below the rooftops and above the highway, the spirits pay rent on the basements they haunt, and the painters just draw pictures of the things that they want. I cook my dinner on the blacktop street. I come from the nation of heat. Outside the train station there's a bold painted sign. It says try to be patient and don't forget to choose sides. We got the loudest explosions you ever heard. Soldiers and $10 words. If I didn't own boots, I wouldn't need feet. I come from nation swift and so vicious are the carnival rides. Yeah, the carnival bark will yell your name for a bribe. We got billboards full of Japanese cars. It ain't rare to hear the streetlights call themselves stars. The more that I learn, the more that I cheat. I come from the nation of heat. I've seen skeleton mothers and the moon. Yet we promised too much and gave it too soon. Even our coughs and our fevers compete. I come with measured heat. Blocking borders with smiles, our immigrant sons. We miss the loneliness in my house and misery in towns. This is straw-headed man rowing away from the shore. He says it's a shame they don't let you have slaves here anymore. Surely for me, I come to miss you, love you. Thank you. That one was for Ribeiro, wherever you are, man. Thank you for listening. Let's see. What else do you guys want to hear? Maybe you can, Phil says, I guess the piano cam didn't fit into the minivan. Not even close. It's mainly the piano didn't fit into the minivan, Phil. I think I could have gotten it in there. Oh no. Jason says, following up on a chat from last week, I wanted to share a bit of sad news that Janet Diodario, co-founder of Diodario, passed away this week at 72. I'm very grateful for her. I am too. I play her strings right now while throwing up for Janet. I'm very sorry to hear that. Thanks for the info. Jason Harper. All right, I'm going to play, it looks like you guys want to hear Stronger Than the World, which I haven't played in a very long time. Certainly haven't played it on a guitar in a very long time. All right, let's do I got a hold on you, stronger than the whole damn world, stronger than the whole damn world. I don't care what they say is true, stronger than the whole damn world, stronger than the whole damn world.
play that one on guitar. Thank you for the request. I do appreciate that. Okay, we got a couple requests for Speak Plainly. Yeah, we can definitely get that one going tonight. That's perfect for this guitar. This one is off my first record, Nation of Heat, which was an EP, and then we did it again on my first full-length record. That was a thing that you would do 10 or 15 years ago. You'd have an EP, and what a lot of people would do is they put out their EP, then the first actual record that they do with a record company would involve like all the songs in the EP plus some. I just did one extra song from Nation of Heat on Messenger, but this was the song that made it from one to the other. And that is a grandpa history lesson for how we used to put out records back in the day. So this is called Speak Plainly, Diana.
Nothing to understand. Guess there's mysteries in the basement, but there's comic books upstairs, and there's a wrecking ball in the front yard, but there's blueprints on the couch. Speak plainly to me, Diane. We'll build ourselves a house there. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. Safety, Diana, and there's nobody to blame. Even daylight will surprise you. Even dreams are in the same. So when there's too much to remember, then you remember me. Speak plainly to me, Diana. We'll swim into the sea. I said I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding. What's got you down? Steal from the daughter's cabinet and make your favorite sound. When there's too much to get rid of, and you get rid of me, oh, speak plainly to me, Diana. There's nothing you must be. I said I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind riding around. I don't mind. Oh boy. Frog in my throat after that one. Thank you for the request. Let's see. Phil says, any more live shows coming up? Park City Summit near all West Coast stop. Just saying. Yeah, there'll be some more live shows coming up in the fall. I'm not doing any more live shows over the summer because we have a pre-planned major life event
coming up later in the summer, which I'll tell you about when it happens. But as soon as that's done, we'll get started again in the fall. I mean, it's Father's Day, so I'll just say I'm going to be touring a lot less these days, in these post-COVID days than I was in the pre-COVID days, just because I got really young kids at home, man. I really, COVID taught me one thing, and it taught me that I really love being at home with my kids. So I'm going to be touring less than I used to, but I'll still be touring some, to be sure. And it won't all be on the West Coast, that's for sure. Yes, Sean, there will probably see one, do one. I thought your name was Sean, sorry. Show for Illinois. Yes, I think we're going to do some Chicago shows around Christmas, hopefully. Oh, we have to do the record giveaway tonight. Okay. Okay, well, I think this one wins. All right. So maybe this is unfair to the rest of the people that are watching tonight for the record giveaway, but hey, man, I'll let the listeners of Sunday Songs, I'll put this one out to the people. This seems like a legit person to give out our free record, our sponsored record to tonight. It's from Michelle. Are you doing a record giveaway for a working mama who loves her record player, which delivers many a stress-free moment? I mean, if we can have other parents come in here and give me a better reason for why I should give you a record, then we'll bump Michelle out of pole position here for the free record. But right now, unless any other parents jump into the comments and let me know why they should be getting this, maybe particularly dads, then we'll go with Michelle. But yes, we do have a record giveaway going on tonight. You'll just send me an email. The winner will just send me an email of what record they want and where to send it. And our sponsor, let me read our sponsor's name again. Oh, I lost my phone. I read it earlier. All right, let me play you guys another tune before we leave here tonight. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Gotta find the right one to do here, man. Okay. I'm seeing a request for... There we go. This is a song called Stay and Dance. And don't forget, if you're a parent who deserves this record giveaway tonight, you can throw in the comments of why we should give it to you. I'm going to play one more tune, and then we'll decide which parent gets this one.
Don't take everything they say to heart. Don't pick every unkind word apart. It's a brave new world, but some things still hold true. The seasons change and people change their tune. They don't know beauty, just the costume. Don't know music, just the volume. Stay and dance with just who brought you. The lights come up, baby, nothing else remains. So grab that waiting wheel and set your course. Let the chorus waver back and forth. It's you alone knows where the greatness lies. So meet their doubtful gazes eye to eye. They don't know beauty, just the costume. Don't know music, just the volume. Stay and dance with just who brought you. Stay and dance with just who brought you. Stay and dance with just who brought you. When the lights come up, baby, nothing else remains. When the lights come up, baby, nothing else remains.
Thank you for coming to Sunday Songs tonight. I'm going to check the comments really quick to see if we have a winner for our giveaway tonight. Joey once won because his 2-year-old played the B-side of Wind Fallen at the wrong speed. Dallas is saying he's giving her the thumbs up. Andy's giving her the thumbs up. You know? Oh, man. Carol says, single mom who counsels active military members. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a great way to end it tonight. I'll say the first record will go to Michelle, and on Martin, who was sponsoring this, and then one on me, Carol, one from me to you. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate you. Just email joepugmusic@gmail.com, JOEPUG music@gmail.com. Subject line, contest winner, something along those lines, and then just what record you would like and where we should send it, and we'll get it your way. Thanks to Martin for sponsoring that. Thank you to all of you for coming out to Sunday Songs tonight. Thanks for listening. I hope it sounded all right. I hope we got enough, good buffering internet speed to get this show across to you. And of course, I will be back to you next week from the water damaged basement in Prince George's County, Maryland. Thanks for joining every week, and have a wonderful week ahead. I will see you guys next Sunday. Peace.